All right, let's get right into a massive policy change hitting the rail network this August, one that is literally going to save students, young workers, and parents a ton of cash. If you or someone you know relies on the train to get to college or an apprenticeship, you'll want to pay close attention to this. In this explainer, we're breaking down a total shakeup of the rules for the 1617 Saver Railcard. Plus, I'm going to share a completely legal birthday hack that essentially locks in half-price travel well into adulthood. Let's dive in. So think about this for a second. What actually happens to your train fares the exact day you turn 18? For years, hitting that milestone meant an abrupt, unceremonious, and frankly, super expensive shock for young commuters. You could be right in the middle of your college term or halfway through a long apprenticeship, and then suddenly, overnight, your daily travel costs just double. You go from paying discounted child's fares to full adult fares, literally from one day to the next. And if you're thinking this was just a rare glitch for a few unlucky people, well, not even close. Under the old system, more than 70,000 students every single year fell into what people called the 18th birthday trap. The way the old 1617 Saver Railcard was set up, it instantly expired on your 18th birthday, period. Even if you had just bought the card a few months prior. Imagine paying the full annual fee for a discount card, only for it to become totally useless mid-year just because you blew out some candles on a cake. Crazy, right? And what did that trap actually cost you? Well, according to official Department for Transport data, losing that 50% discount cost those 70,000 students an average of £175 right out of their own pockets. That is a massive hit to the budget of a teenager still in education or someone just starting out in the workforce. It was basically a huge financial penalty for simply getting older while trying to commute. Okay, Section 1, the August rule change, where the Department for Transport finally fixes the birthday trap. Here's the good news. The government is finally stepping in to fix this gap. Starting August 17, 2026, the old rule is completely gone. The 1617 Saver will now remain valid for a full 12 months from the exact date you buy it. It completely wipes out that mid-year expiry rule. So, if you turn 18 while holding the card, your discount continues uninterrupted until your full year is up. It finally brings this specific card in line with how all the adult rail cards work. This shift is actually part of a much broader push by Great British Railways. As Rail Minister Lord Peter Hendy stated, "This kind of common sense change is exactly what passengers should expect from the railway." And he hits the nail on the head there. The whole goal is to make travel fairer, simpler, and much more affordable for young people. It's really about removing those unnecessary barriers so the jump to adulthood doesn't completely derail your ability to just afford a daily commute. Moving on to Section 2, calculating your savings. Let's look at how this £35 pass translates to your pocketbook. Let's crunch the numbers, because the upfront cost for the 1617 Saver is just £35 for the year. But the return on that investment is incredible. You're looking at an average annual saving of £175 across the board. But for heavy commuters, those traveling every single day, the maximum average saving can soar up to £417 a year. So for a mere 35 quid upfront, the savings are absolutely massive. You make back the cost of the card so quickly, honestly, sometimes within just a few weeks. So what makes this card so uniquely powerful compared to the others? Well, unlike the 16 to 25 rail card, which only gives a 1/3 discount and has strict minimum fares during morning peaks, the 1617 Saver guarantees a full 50% discount. It covers standard anytime, off-peak, advance, and crucially, season tickets. Plus, there's absolutely no minimum fare at peak times. Being able to buy a half-price season ticket makes this the absolute ultimate tool for daily morning commutes. Now, quick heads up, there are a few notable exclusions you need to be aware of. It's not valid on ScotRail, the Caledonian Sleeper, or Transport for London's pay-as-you-go Oyster system. If you're topping around London on the tube or buses, you'll need to grab a 16+ Zip Oyster photo card instead. But here's a little workaround. If you're buying a national rail ticket from outside London that includes a travel card for zones 1 to 9, the 1617 Saver discount can actually be applied to that combined ticket. All right, Section 3, maximizing your ticket discounts. Let's get into the strategic purchasing hack. Okay, this is where it gets really good. Because the rule now states the card lasts for a full year, regardless of when you turn 18, here is your ultimate birthday hack. Simply note your 18th birthday and buy the £35 pass the exact day before you turn 18. By timing it perfectly like this, you lock in a 50% discount for your entire 18th year while legally being an adult. It's perfectly within the rules, and it maximizes your window of savings to the absolute limit. But wait, you can actually push this even further. Let's say your hacked railcard is finally about to expire just before your 19th birthday. You can squeeze up to 4 more months of discounted travel if you just time your season ticket purchase right before the card's final expiry date. The ticketing rules actually allow you to keep using that season ticket for up to 4 more months after the railcard itself expires. That is an incredible pro tip for stretching those savings as far as humanly possible. And to stack your savings even higher, you should absolutely combine your new railcard with split ticketing. If you don't know what that is, it just means buying 2 or more tickets for different parts of the same journey instead of one single ticket for the whole route. The train still stops at the same stations, you don't even have to get off your seat, but checking online planners to see if breaking up your journey saves you cash can be incredibly lucrative, especially when you combine it with that guaranteed 50% off. Finally, Section 4. Get more live updates. Stay ahead of travel changes and policy shifts. So the big question is, are you ready to lock in a year of half-price travel and finally stop overpaying for your daily commute? We've covered the frustration of that ridiculous birthday trap, the brilliant new policy rolling out on August 17th, and the exact steps you need to take to keep your hard-earned money right in your pocket. Before you head out to the station to buy your tickets, make sure you're ready to take advantage of this August 17th rule change. If you want to read the full breakdown of this exact policy, head over to londoner.news/16-17-saver-railcard-changes. And it really makes you wonder, what other hidden transport rules are quietly draining your bank account every morning? To uncover more expert money-saving strategies and stay completely up to date on breaking local news, make sure you visit londoner.news right now. Navigating the transport network absolutely shouldn't cost you a fortune.